Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the Royal Daily Tea YouTube Live. Hi, everybody. Hi, Carol. Hi, Ivy House of Bark. Hi, the Demon Dictator. I love that name. Hi, everybody. So today we have, by popular request, these beautiful ladies have decided to come back and join us to talk about that fiasco known as Harry and Meghan. So welcome to my beautiful guests. We have Heather from The Hood. Hi, Heather.
Hello. Thank you for
How are
having me.
you?
I'm well, thank you.
Hi, Letizia. Lady Letizia is here. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing great. Hi, side chat.
And Victoria. We love Victoria. How are you doing, Victoria? Can you hear us? Victoria, can you hear us? I don't know if
She's
she
frozen.
She froze. Okay.
She froze.
Now,
Oh, there she is.
Hi, Victoria. Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
I think there's a problem. 2 seconds. I'm going to come in and out. 2 seconds.
Okay.
There's
She's
something
having
wrong
some
with
technical problems. Okay, she's having some technical problems. No worries. Let us know if you can hear us in the side chat. Hi, Lizzie. Hi, Tina Bay. Please let us know if you can hear us in the chat because we know there's always technical problems. Okay, we have Victoria is back.
Oh, wonderful. I can hear you now.
Hi, Victoria. Yeah, they do that with StreamYard, the input and the output with speakers and headphones. It always does that.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
ladies, I don't even know where to freaking
Thank you for having me back.
Oh,
Yes.
so much juice.
Yes, I don't even know where to freaking start. I was talking to Heather beforehand, and I'm like, just pick between 20 topics, right? So the first thing that I guess that we can talk about what's going on is the latest topic of Thomas Markle. What is going on with Thomas Markle? This whole scenario, it's just really, really sad. What do you guys make of this whole situation?
You know, at first, my first impression is, oh my God, get to go see your dad right now, Meghan. And go see your dad. He's sick, he's ill, he's in the Philippines, he's not well. He's got his leg amputated. You know, there's so much going on. And my first thought was, my goodness, go see your dad, go speak to him. But of course, it's the controversy behind that whole scene. So my first thought was, get well soon, Thomas Markle Sr. And it sounds like he's talking.
Hello?
Yeah.
I think Victoria's getting feedback.
Am I behind?
No, you're okay now. You're okay.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Continue, Leticia.
So I think with I also think too is so much going on with the kids, Samantha and Thomas Markle Jr. is not doing well with the situation and really blaming their sister because out of anger, which I can see it. That's what I'm seeing the most. I'm not sure if that's helpful for Thomas Senior for them to be arguing and going back and forth with each other. You know, I wonder, does he hear that tension in the background instead of like.
Right. I think that's a big deterrent for Meghan wanting to make up with her father is the siblings.
Yeah.
Because they're because what I was watching HD Tutor, he has an excellent 4-part series. So if you're kind of confused between the back and the forth, go watch his channel. He has an excellent review of basically Meghan's narcissism and why she's reacting the way she's reacting in real time. It's confusing, but then her brother is telling people, well, I have my dad's phone. So if you don't like somebody and you have not a great relationship with somebody and you know that they have your father's phone, are you going to feel comfortable calling the phone? Probably not. So he's kind of a deterrent, I think. What do you think, Heather?
I think I kind of don't blame her for not talking to her half siblings. That's the only time I'll take. Like, I get it. Like, it's a gong show, and it has been from day one since she stepped on the scene, right?
Yeah.
The issue is what I have is because Letitia and I and Demon Dictator rewatched the Oprah interview.
Mm-hmm.
Letitia found it, and she flat out said, "I lost my dad." Now, I did lose my dad in March, so I can't go and talk to my dad. I need a Ouija board. She can go talk to her dad, but once you put that in your brain's a funny thing, right? If you convince yourself enough that he is gone, he's been gone for 7 years. He's had 2 heart attacks and a stroke. She hasn't reached out before, so why now? And it's only going to be because of peer pressure from the public, right? And I honestly, here's my 2 cents. I will give her more credit if she doesn't go see him. If he's gone to you, then he's gone, right? Stand in your conviction. And that's just my 2 cents. But now in People Magazine, because we were talking about this the other day, here comes the spin. She's been trying to get a hold of him. Here's her new narrative. I've been trying to get a hold of my dad. I don't know why the emails keep bouncing back. I don't know his phone number. You have Secret Service or royal people working for you. You're telling me you can't go find your dad? He's not Where's Waldo. You can find him.
Well, the thing that was weird was that, okay, so the story starts with, we find out through the press that he's in the hospital and that Meghan hasn't reached out. Then they came out and said Meghan's aides reached out to the father. Then they came back and said, no, the aides were not told to reach out to the father. Meghan personally reached out to her father. Then Thomas Markle Jr. and Samantha said, no, you didn't. And then she said she sent it to an email address that he hasn't used for 5 years. Well, if you haven't spoken to your daddy for 7 years, how would you know it's an email he hasn't used for 5 years? It's weird. It's weird.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I apologize.
No, go ahead.
The guy just had major surgery. Do you think he's awake reading emails? I highly doubt it. I doubt he knows where he is.
Yeah.
And there's a whole lot of other mess going on. I feel, and I think I'm right on this, I think he's diabetic. I think there's he already has another blood clot. This whole situation's bad. I've seen this movie before. I've lived this movie. It doesn't end well. So, in my experience.
Snowdrop says, sent the email at 11:53 a.m. apparently on Friday.
I think as well, I think they're really struggling financially. I think they're living off of his pension, which, you know, doesn't really cover the rent out there for where they're staying. And isn't Thomas Jr. staying with him as well? So at the minute, it's, you know, it's kind of everybody's gathering around to support him apart from Meghan. I think even if she was able to send some money over to relieve the stress of struggling, that would be helpful. If she can't make it to the Philippines, I think there has to be some sort of gesture to help the whole family. But and I agree with Heather. I do agree with Heather with the fact that with the siblings, there is a lot of kind of bad blood now. I think it's very hard to undo what's been said. There's a lot of stuff that's been put out on YouTube by both of them. And there's a very kind of stark noticeability that they don't like her, and I don't think they want to reconnect with her. So for Meghan, if you're a stubborn person, that's going to cut deep as well. So there's got to be a lot done before there's kind of an olive branch put out there. There's firstly to stop speaking about your half sister online. Might kind of help.
Might want to start there,
right?
Because he really goes in on her. I mean, he says some of the grotesque things, but the thing is too, is like what you guys are saying, and I didn't realize that until now, is that it is going to be a deterrent. Like, how is he going to call? How is she going to call the phone when he's calling her all kinds of names and saying things to her? Like, I wouldn't want to call.
And he basically is now telling her, you're not going to get anywhere near him. So if she flies out to the Philippines, are you going to be there causing a scene? Are you going to block her from seeing her father? So, and I'm not giving Meghan any grace here, but what I'm saying is, and I agree with you, Letizia, the siblings are not helping the
No, they're not.
situation by attacking
No.
her. Now it's not going to make her want to get on a plane for her father. And the person who's losing is her dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one who's going to be the loser in this situation.
And with that as well, Royal Daily Tea, the thing with that is if she gets there and he's got his camera ready to set up and record, is it going to be just another bit of content for him that she's arrived? Because I think that could be in her head. Am I being used just for content alone by my siblings? So she's got the barrier there of her of them stopping her from seeing her dad, and maybe she does want to see him. I don't know, but I think the email thing is a bit kind of whimsical. I don't really know whether that's even genuine. But that kind of ties into the fact that Harry he went on that show as well the night of him falling ill. I don't know if he knew or not.
He did.
Yeah, it was the same
on Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, I know we're going into that in a bit, but whether he knew or not, that again, it's another kind of crass move on their part. If he did know, their timing's really off with a lot of things that they do.
Very much so. She even was posting on her Instagram page about her cookies and her candy and all this stuff. It's like, what are you doing? Your dad's in the hospital. And someone said business as usual.
Right. And I have to say hello to Resting Dollface and Revealing the Narc. They're in the chat. And Revealing the Narc just did a live with Resting Dollface, and her and I were speaking, and she brought up a really good point that Thomas Markle went to the press immediately before he told his son of the surgery. I don't know how true that is. So like to your point, Letizia, is Meghan afraid her father's going to use it as content?
I think she's stuck between a rock and a hard place.
That's, you know what? That's something that she's going to have to she can't. Yeah, she's going to have to deal with it. And she's going to have to deal with Thomas Markle. And can we say that she created a beast?
Yeah, she certainly did. The way she's handled her whole family for the past 7 years is her fault. 100%. Even if you don't like someone, I would have played nice. I would have invited the family to the wedding, just say, behave yourself, put on your Sunday best, Merry Christmas. You know, you can be civil to people without being horrible. I feel like she could have stopped a whole bunch of this Thomas Markle going on TV, Samantha Markle, her father, if she just would have been nice.
But here's the thing.
She cut them off, and that was a problem.
Sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead. She got what she wanted. She wanted to be on every freaking magazine in that grocery store. From day one, that wedding has been a circus. She's been a circus. Her family's a freaking circus. And she's talked about. That's all she ever wanted. That's how she feels she's famous. She's on every freaking magazine known to man. Look at me, look at me, look at me,
She's
look at me.
Mimi girl.
She got what she wanted.
Susan says, as a nurse and a hospice nurse currently, I can't read it all, nurse currently, what has been publicized about his health does not sound good at all. There, of course, is likely more we don't know. Yeah, he's 81 years old. He had a blood clot, and his leg on his left side, I think below the knee, was amputated. Can you just imagine? That's a horrific thing to happen to someone. It's a life-altering. He'll never walk again.
At his age, you know, and his weight, it's going to be hard to just.
Well, and that's why I can lay money on it. He's diabetic.
I think so.
Right.
We had a stroke. He had a stroke a couple of years ago. I don't think he fully recovered from his stroke. And my dad, before he passed away, he had a stroke. And he couldn't use his cell phone. He couldn't go on his computer anymore. So the fact that Meghan sends an email, like, do we even know the man was able to email before the blood clot? Like, we don't know what his physical ailments were. And she hadn't spoken to him for 7 years. Like, it's just, it seems like they're lying. They're trying to save face, in my opinion. Can y'all read this comment? Baby Grandma says, doesn't he get $5,500 a month? And didn't Tom Jr. say he was paying only $550 a month rent? If true, they should have plenty enough to live quite comfortably in the Philippines. I don't think it's about the money. I think it's about he wants to hear from his daughter before he possibly dies. Y'all have to remember he's never seen those children. What do
Yeah.
you think?
There were reports. There were reports that they were financially struggling. Now, I don't know whether that's true or not, but I do believe that he also paid for all of her education. And there's a lot of money that he put out for her to ensure she had a good life. And the favour should be returned when she's obviously living quite comfortably. If they are in need, then why is that
Yeah.
she's not helping him out?
But that's not on her. See here, I can't believe this is happening. I'm going to defend her. That's not on her. If you want to move to the Philippines or wherever the heck they live, that's on you. She didn't make them move. They're adults. They chose to do that.
Yeah.
So if you can't afford to go and you didn't think about this long term, if you have medical conditions, if I had medical conditions, I'm not going to a third world country. I don't think so.
Right.
So-
Well, they were living in Mexico, which was cheaper, and then they moved to the Philippines, which I guess is even you can live a little bit better. So I guess he wanted to live out his final years well. I don't know what he makes financially. I don't think it's that much, honestly, but who knows? I can't see the name. Miss Terry says Tom Jr. hasn't done the right thing in talking this way. It's a toxic family relationship. Absolutely. Unfortunately for Thomas Markle Sr., his children are just not helping the situation. But it's just really sad. I'm sure more news is going to come out, and I haven't had a chance to actually look at the headlines today, but people are saying that now the press is running negative stories about Thomas Markle Sr., and it makes me wonder if that's coming from Meghan's camp.
Probably.
To discredit her father, which is really sad.
I just,
So,
I feel bad.
What I find quite interesting as well is both of their, sorry. What I find quite interesting as well is that both the parents are ill, both their dads are ill, and neither Harry or Meghan are encouraging each other to, to make that move and to heal them wounds, because once they're gone, they're gone. And I think there is not. I know that he messed up with the pap photos, but there could have been a conversation. I feel like a lot of the time we're very quick to cut people off without having a conversation. If something's upset you or bothered you, I think there's a way of working things out, because we're not all perfect. And she could have actually made that relationship better and told him how to behave. He was kind of thrown in to a celebrity world and didn't really know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. We live in a throwaway society where people say, well, you burn me once, I'm done with you. And I'm the type of person, I like to give people chances, maybe to my detriment, but we do live in this throwaway society. And whatever happened with Meghan and her dad, I think it's gone on for years. I think they've had a toxic relationship for years, but I think her cutting him off the way that she did just does not look good on her part, especially after all that he's done for her. And then she preaches about kindness and family. And we're like, okay.
Well, it is bad timing, right? Like, it's bad timing. She puts out a can't say Christmas special talking about family and traditions, and she's got no family and or traditions.
Right.
So,
it's weird.
It's really crappy timing. Right.
Right.
But I don't know. Like I said, it's been 7 years. I don't see the difference between 7 years and now. I know it's a crap situation. It's a horrible situation, but I'll give her more props if she just.
So why is she lying, talking about she reached out?
Well, that's the story she's going to have to put. She's going to say she tried to fly a plane. She tried to get everyone down there. Can you imagine the stories that are going to come out?
There is no excuse.
I tried to get there. I tried to hail the plane. I had Sully, the pilot, on standby. And oh my God, I tried to fly the plane myself. I couldn't find anywhere to land. And then I couldn't get in the hospital. And blah. Like, just make up a scenario. Oh my God.
Well, now they're doing the victim blaming. So now they're putting out these really negative stories about Thomas Markle, and the reason why we're not talking, it's all their fault. I think we lost Victoria. She's going to come back. So did you ladies tune in and watch Meghan's Christmas show or holiday show? Did you guys watch her special?
I did. This is why I'm crazy.
I couldn't watch it.
It was really bad, Letizia, but luckily for us, it was only like an hour and a half long. It wasn't like 7 episodes like the other ones. So
Exactly.
Heather, what was your take on Meghan Markle's holiday show?
I now call her the Grinch of Montecito, where she steals everyone else's Christmas traditions because she doesn't have any of her own. So, like, that's all this show was. What's your Christmas tradition? What's your Christmas tradition? Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. Let's do crafts that preschoolers do. Like, it's all BS. Oh my God. It was
With no preschoolers.
with no preschoolers, right? That's all it was. Every craft she made, my kids made for me in preschool
Right.
at Christmas.
Well, the
Or I made
rumor
in
is
elementary school.
Well, the rumor is that they filmed this last year, like I think summer of 2024, because
Which is
Guy, her dog who died,
It's
must
back to
be
life.
me, makes
It's
an
a miracle.
appearance in the show, and I'm like, did they resurrect him from the dead? So he died last year, right? Or maybe in January this year. So all of a sudden, he's there for Christmas joy. So it's weird that Netflix let that in. That's a
He
huge
left
mistake,
a lot of stuff in.
right?
Heather.
But
Mhm.
too, oh, sorry, I was going to say this too. This is how dumb she is. Okay, now I'm back on my regular thinking here.
Okay.
If you why? Because if this as ever, whatever the hell it's called, all of her products didn't just show up overnight. There's test kitchens. There's production. This has got to been talk for at least over a year. If you knew you were going to start a company with all this stuff, why wouldn't you wait to do this TV show? Because all the stuff she's showing on there is not her. She's popping bottles, not her champagne. She's using honey, not her honey. She's using jam, not her jam. You would think, and I know reshoots are expensive, you would go back and at least clip in your stuff.
Yes.
Because that's how you make money.
She also said thank you to Harry for coming to his kitchen.
Yeah.
That was really weird. They act like they're just long lost friends or roommates, not a married couple who just saw each other 5 minutes ago at the house. It's really, really strange. Now, I'm actually working on my review of Meghan's Christmas show because there was so much useless content that I'm going to create a
Oh.
drinking game that every
Oh
time
God,
I
we're gonna
mention
be
useless
dead.
content, take a drink and you'll be drunk by the end of the show. But again, it was kind of like rinse and repeat, right? It was kind of like the first, 1 or 2 seasons. It was exactly the same in a rented house with a fake tree with guests that she doesn't know doing crafts she's never going to do.
Right.
Yeah.
It was not authentic at all.
No, fake it do.
So I think the
No.
ratings have stated it's like, I think it debuted at like 174.
Yes. It stayed quite stagnant, hasn't it? And the ratings are awful. It's diabolical for someone who was such a high profile, apparently.
Did it do good?
No, it's dropped. It's completely plummeted. I don't think for 1 second they'll recreate anything for her with Netflix, and I think that's why she's cozying up to Mr. Amazon Man. So she wants to jump ship, and she'll be on Prime soon. And he give you $1,000. She'll be on Prime next year.
Yeah.
Right. I don't
The thing
think
is, all the
ahead.
crafts she made should have been with the kid. She's making a plate for Santa. I'm 47 years old. I'm not making a plate for Santa. My kid should be making the plate for Santa, right? Like, I'm
Yep.
not making Christmas crackers. I can buy Christmas crackers. I can buy them at the store. Like, and I made these in grade 2.
But it's
It's
also
just-
quite a condescending, how to enjoy Christmas really is kind of her narrative on that whole show and what you should be doing. And I don't think we need kind of rehearsals in that. We pretty much know how to have a Christmas, and what you're giving us isn't new or exciting. It's it's uneventful, unambitious. There's no kind of wow factor in that show. And even her guests look bored. They look like they are unhappy. They're a bit a bit perplexed about it, a bit puzzled. They're there with this woman who's kind of talking to them, but she's done no research on who they are. She didn't know anything about the Japanese tennis player. She didn't know that she had the child's name, and she didn't know that that she was interested in fashion. And it's kind of, the woman's looking at her a bit like, have you not done any research on me? Because you kind of should know a little bit more of who you've got in your supposed house.
Yes. How embarrassing.
A lazy way of doing a show. She's put no time or effort into it. She just thought, I'll just wake up today and I'll just come on and see what I can do.
Wing it. Throw it at the wall and hopefully it sticks. Yeah,
she had no interest in her guest. And it was funny because the lady who is the tennis star, I don't know anything about her, and she seemed interesting, right? She's a tennis champ. She has a clothing line, I believe, with Nike. She's a new mom. And Meghan literally did not ask her one question, didn't even look up at her. And you can tell production
never giving eye contact.
They had to basically put in a picture of her clothing line, and that was done after the fact for like a second. Now, you think as a host, you'd be like, oh my God, you have a clothing line. Tell me about it. How'd you get into fashion?
You don't care.
Nothing.
No, the green-eyed monster came out. As soon as she said fashion, she's like, oh, because that's what Meghan wants to do. So she's not going to promote someone else's stuff.
That is sad.
Like that's my feeling, right? Like, why would she give her a leg up?
Why don't she look at people when she's talking to them, or she's looking straight through them, or is piercing eyes, and then she's always looking down or not looking directly, not really engaging with her audience around her?
Because she's thinking of the next lie to say, Lady Letitia. She's thinking of what bullshit can I come out with next?
Elena Barrows says, the wrapping of Christmas presents ended up looking messy. My dog can do better. That was hysterical. She's supposed to be this gift wrapping expert, and the wrapping that she did, I was like, really? It was really, it wasn't great.
Well, it wasn't great. Sorry. It's fun. I had a job in the mall when I was a teenager wrapping gifts, right? So I'm like, listen, I'm all for wrapping gifts. I want to learn new stuff. The whole segment, because she went on, remember when she was on that panel and she's like, oh, it's going to be, I taught expert gift wrapping. It's going to be a thing. That whole segment was 1 minute and 7 seconds. She doesn't teach you how to do anything. She doesn't teach you like, okay, take the paper, fold it left to right, north to south, east to west, do the hokey pokey, nothing. Right? Like she's just like, you put your hand here, you put your hand here, you put your hand here, the camera flashes away from her hand. I'm like, what the hell is she doing? Like, she doesn't give instruction at all.
Also, it's not with the recipes. Like someone said, I think it was Heather, she's not giving out recipes. She's not explaining how much you need in this dish. What do you need in that dish? And you see Martha Stewart do that all the time. You need a pinch of salt. You need a tomato on the side or something. But no, not Meghan. She's just mixing stuff with her hands. And that was disgusting.
It's like the audience is just watching. We're not a participant. So it's weird. She just completely left out the entire audience. And then the whole thing with like these crackers that they made, she didn't really explain how to do it. What was the material? And then she was telling people to put confetti. And people are like, no, you don't put confetti. People would murder you if you brought that to their house and they got it all over their house.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Now, Victoria, you're from the UK. Do people put confetti in these crackers?
No, we don't. No, but I might get the really cheap crackers. Maybe the more premium crackers have confetti in and sparkling diamonds. I don't know.
What do you guys put in there? What do you guys put in your crackers?
I can show you. I got one here.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, rip it open, girl.
Okay, I did this yesterday. The hell out of my dog.
I love it.
Yeah, is that okay?
Royal Daily, is that okay?
Yeah, rip it. I want to see.
So inside,
I pretend
they
I'm
glue it
pulling it
down.
with you.
Hang on. Well, they glue it down. So there's this thing, right? So you got to pull it.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh dear. Don't work with crackers.
Snap.
Oh.
Yeah, freaked the hell out of dog again. And then inside, there is a hat.
Oh, a
It's
paper
just like
crown.
a tissue paper hat. Well, it's a crown.
Oh, okay. Because they always wear the paper crowns. I wish we did that in America.
So you
But
get
no,
your
we
crown.
can
How
order
do
them
we
They
do
don't
from.
have
that?
a crown.
And then I got a little
Okay. I thought
sticker.
we
These came from Dollar Tree, so they're the dollar store version.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like, we're in the hood here. So,
I'm
and
gonna
then it
order
comes
me
with a
some from
joke.
Amazon.
So here's
Oh,
the
you
joke.
can. Okay.
Elves use what kind of money?
Candy?
Oh,
Jingle bills.
Jingle bells.
oh that's brilliant.
Oh,
There's the
good
crown.
joke. You tell your daughter Letizia, jingle bells.
Wonderful.
But you can buy fancier ones, like I said. These, but they're good enough from the dollar store, right? Like,
Jingle
whatever.
bells.
Yeah, mine's $24.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get the Grinch.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
my
how cute. You
family.
know, Happy Meal, Letizia, the Grinch at McDonald's, is for adults and you could get socks. I was telling,
Oh.
revealing the narc that, and they have like this special like salt flavoring. It's like a pickled dill that you can
Yeah.
shake it up in a bag. It's the Grinch Happy Meal for adults. So y'all need to
I'm
go out
gonna
and go to
try
McDonald's
that.
to get yourself a Grinch Happy Meal and you get socks.
Oh wow.
But they've been selling out apparently.
Oh,
I
that's good.
not like that I need McDonald's, but I'm like, oh, it looks kind of good. A little dill pickle
I didn't
seasoning
know
on your
that.
fries.
We
Yeah.
go every day. Now I
What?
have to check. Yeah.
Girl, you better get yourself some Grinch Happy Meal.
Mhm.
Miss Lulu says
They're
Hotel
not doing
Chocolat.
it in Texas.
I'm sorry, what? What? I didn't hear you. I think she has a delay. Oh no. Missy Lulu says Hotel Chocolat has Christmas cracker with chocolates. Another person
Oh.
says they usually have a crown, a hat, a joke, and a cheap toy. So it's kind of like, I guess, like a Christmas Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Like we used to get like whistles or like a
I
top.
can't wait to try it.
Oh, okay. The Demon Dictator says crackers are pulled at the dinner table so confetti would get in the food. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Victoria has entered. Hello.
It's going. I don't know what's going on
That's
with it.
okay. It happens sometimes of live streams.
Yeah.
Before we continue, I just want to thank some people for some super chats. Carol, thank you so much for my lovely mod. Carol and Lizzie always do amazing work. A round of applause for these beautiful ladies.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you for the $4.99. And I got one from, I apologize if I can't read, Teresa for the $5 super chat. She says, hello, I hope all of y'all are well. Meghan Markle is truly a poor excuse for a person. Yes, she absolutely is.
I agree, Teresa.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
Did you also see the sprig of tree that she put at the end in the Christmas? So she just like little sprig of tree, Christmas tree at the end of her present. And I just thought, what does that do? What does that add to your present?
Her food does
just
not look good. Her crudité, reef. The
That
only
was
thing that
sad.
was actually good is when they had that gentleman from Top Chef. I can't remember his name.
Oh.
He actually, of course, no recipes were shared, but he looked like he was cooking something good. And of course, there was all of the things that Harry hates to eat. Now, that was a particularly weird segment with Harry and Meghan together. She was almost like mothering him. What'd y'all make of that?
Yeah, I didn't see it, but she does that all the time, like touchy feely and are you good? You need this, you know, just that touchiness. Like she has to be touching him all the time. It's weird. And it's almost like a
well, she always has to prove that they're so happy. They're so happy.
Right.
Tom Chico.
So
I'm going to say his last name.
overreacting.
Tom the chef. We'll just go with that because I can't say his last name.
So when the chef walked in, when the chef was cooking and he mixed up the salad, do you not think they would have spoken beforehand about the food that they actually like to eat, so that everybody could try what the outcome was? If Harry was known to come in and make a surprise appearance, then surely they would have had a dish that he would have wanted to try. But instead, it was quite rude to the chef that he didn't like any of the food that was prepared, when it comes to the salad anyway. And also I think they were talking about the gumbos. That's like soul food. Is that correct, Lady Letitia? In
It can be
America,
considered
the
that.
yeah. And I think
Louisiana.
did she have an input in making it? But I think he even mentioned that was better than your mum makes it better. And was that directed at Meghan or directed at the cook? Either
I
way,
think
it was
Megan, because
inappropriate.
Megan
How
cooked it.
rude.
Okay, right. Okay.
See, and I'm the Canadian, right? So I'm like, I thought gumbo was from Louisiana. Now,
Yes,
my
is,
cousin lives in
Me
Nashville. I
too.
phoned her and I was like, listen, she said her
it is.
family's from Tennessee, Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I was like, can you tell me if you make gumbo? And she's like, no. I was like, okay. So I don't know if it's another tall tale of Meghan's, and like, this is what my family did. More tradition that does not exist. I don't know. Maybe they do make gumbo in Tennessee. What the hell do I know? But you wouldn't put Tennessee and gumbo in the same category, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not an aficionado of gumbo myself, but I did find it weird that Megan knows he doesn't like those foods, and so she has him make a recipe of every single one of his foods he doesn't like.
Odd.
And then has him come in at that moment to make his obligatory appearance, because we all know he had to do it. It was just very weird, I thought.
Yeah, it really was. It was.
I agree with you.
It feels as if, as well, the chef was not comfortable. There was some scenes where all the guests looked quite uncomfortable. I think they kind of they had a different expectation to what they were going to be walking into, and they've sort of got there, and as the camera's rolling, they're thinking, hold on a minute, this is not what I envisaged. This is not what we thought this was going to be. And I think he was there to showcase his cooking, and she kind of took over. All I kind of noticed was like the salted cod, which is quite a simple dish to make anyway, when she didn't know that salt used to preserve food, before we had refrigerators. I mean, that's kind of basic history going on there. And if you're into cooking, you should know that stuff. So he was kind of like, hold on a minute, what's going on? Who am I dealing with right now?
Right. This person says they're from Tennessee and they've never made gumbo.
Told you.
So,
but did you see the horror on his face when she was cooking the gumbo? He's like he couldn't even mask his face. He's like, what is this broad doing? Right? And she's like, and did you do this? And she's like teaching the chef how to make gumbo, and he's like horrified.
Yeah, she's always trying to teach somebody something.
Right. So look at the fake steam. Yeah. Another person says gumbo is a southern USA thing, mainly Louisiana and Mississippi. Yeah, absolutely. So the cooking show, I will be doing a video later today, kind of going through it and the ratings and everything. But again, it was filmed last year. It's so fake, not authentic. It's not a surprise that it tanked. And again, it was really weird. The guests that she had on, it was just, you would have thought that they would have learned after season 1 and 1.5. But again, they were all filmed, I think, at the same time. And I think Netflix just didn't care. They were like, here it is, just whatever. Because it seems like they were more interested in the Diddy thing that was dropped.
Yes.
They dropped a lot of stuff around the same time. They didn't care, guys.
Yes.
They didn't market the show. Yeah, it's no surprise. They just wanted it to be over. I think.
Bet. I really do think Netflix is like, I'm done with these people. I don't even want to. The last thing we got is this Christmas show, and then we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
Yeah.
notice as well that she was making reads with her friends, and the Netflix crew complimented her and said to her friend, "Oh, you could sell that. Like that's really good." I don't, in her eyes, she gives that micro aggression. She was not happy that her friend's reef was complimented over her own.
Well, the thing that's interesting, and the reason why we know this was filmed last year is because one, if you're doing a holiday show, wouldn't you be promoting your holiday products? Nothing was really promoted because they weren't made at the time that they were filming. And then she just dropped that new chocolate after the show, after her sale, and it's like $20 for a bar of chocolate. And of course, it sold out. And it's like, she doesn't know how to run a sustainable business. This is the holiday season. You need to have that stocked 100%.
Yes.
Right. And it sold out already. So again, who knows if we'll ever see that again. But there was no product placement at all during her holiday show. I'm like, they just don't know how to market.
No, they're not very good at it.
No, not good at all.
And to have all these people on their team and not have it right, it's embarrassing because, yeah, having all these people on your team, these experts, and then you get down to the production of it and seeing what you produce, and it's all a flop-a-doo. Because that jam was disgusting. It was.
But even too, she made hot apple cider on the stove. She's like, I just went to the store and I'm just going to add some more stuff and elevate it. And again, like I said, like I know reshoots are expensive, but they could have even popped up
at the end.
Like every time like she held up a bottle of champagne or popped a bottle, they just flashed something on the screen and said, buy my champagne here, buy my apple cider mix here. Like, you know what I mean? You could have done something.
Yeah, they could have done something in post-production. They could have added something at the end and shop Meghan's holiday stuff. Right. Nothing. It was so unsynced. It's like, and the fact that Netflix is supposed to be a partner in As Ever, it's like they sure as hell don't want to sell anything. Thank you, Carol, for the super chat. She says, Meghan proves there is no strategy on how she runs a business. Absolutely.
I agree 100%.
Is Archie running the show? Yeah.
Can I also put in a little bit of a conspiracy theory here with this website? I don't believe any of her stuff sells out. I think it's a marketing tactic. I think she thinks if it looks like it's popular, then people are going to want to like home in on it and cash in on it and buy it. I think it's her way of trying to pretend that she's more important than what she actually is, and to showcase that her brand is successful when really it isn't. So I don't believe for 1 minute anything sells out. I think it's just part of her trying to make herself seem important. Yeah,
it's 100% Victoria. She's not selling out of these products. She's making the same amount as she made for the jam and then making it seem as if she has sold out, and she hasn't. It's a marketing tactic.
Yeah, but the chocolate though was a collaboration with a chocolatier place in California. So it was them, and they do other collaborations. I looked on their IG, right? So the chocolate isn't really hers, it's theirs with her name on it, right? So I mean, they probably only did a limited run. So I wouldn't think there'd be more than 50 bars, right? You make so much and then sells out.
You don't think she's going to come back with more chocolate bars?
I think she will, because first of all, they look like a reputable company. Like they look like they're real chocolatiers. Mm-hmm. And but she put like sprinkles and hemp hearts, and I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing?
Sprinkles. How are you going to put dry flowers on
the white chocolate? The white chocolate, and then there's the dark chocolate that has like her jam in it, and yeah. So
that's
by the way.
Raspberry and dark chocolate.
Right, raspberry and her chocolate. I just want to say we have over 400 people in the live. So thank you guys. 407 people in the chat. We have a really good crowd today. So thank y'all so much for being here with these lovely ladies. let's see. Okay, so this person says, I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses. Says, what does it say? Compartes chocolate, small batches of chocolate used in advertising and promotion for big companies. Tiffany's and Netflix, but small batches in the company's wrapping. Yeah, I think what happened is that company made custom templates. And so all they have to do is fill it with her chocolate. And she's putting in those different
Elevation.
recipes. Yeah, putting in the different recipes there. Ghirardelli's has a wonderful dark chocolate with raspberry filling. My favorite is that Terry's orange chocolate. Have y'all ever seen that? It looks like an
Oh, yeah.
orange.
Yes.
It's Terry's. Oh my God, that's my
They're
favorite.
so good. They got what's it? Like a what can I think? It's like a toffee one. That's what I'm getting at. Toffee. And it's so good.
Right. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see here. Who would buy her stuff? Roasting a turkey was enough to tell you she knows jack
Yeah,
shit.
I think I'm done.
That turkey was
Sunflower.
interesting. Yeah, that was a very dry looking turkey.
Yeah, and then sticky with the honey on top.
Mm-hmm.
Dark
Absolutely.
has some jam in it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So now
Ooh.
okay, there's Victoria. So now we have this stupid appearance by Hasnut on a late night TV show. Let me see if I can just remove this other photo. I gotta find it. Sorry guys, hold on one second.
Yeah, didn't he get booed?
Well, I don't think he was actually booed. I think they might have been booing Trump.
That's what I heard too.
But a lot of people think he might have been booed himself. But
I think a mixture.
yeah, what do y'all think about this appearance?
So he made a bit of. Oh, go on, Lady Letitia.
No.
Go on.
You go.
Go ahead. Okay, so what I was going to say is he made a comment about electing a king, and I think what he's doing there is he's making a dig at Trump, and I don't believe that Harry really can make a substantial point on politics over in America just because he's not a voter. He doesn't know the system. I know he's got a thing with Trump anyway because Trump doesn't have a lot of positive things to say about either of them. But when you're polarizing your audience by speaking on politics, I don't think that helps your career either. Hollywood is more, focused on being a bit more liberal than that, and I don't think you should really have a strong opinion on either side. If you do, keep it to yourself. But he's making a dig at the president, which I don't think a lot of people would have liked. So yeah, I don't know why he's kind of moving down that route. He maybe needs to be a bit careful on how he expresses himself.
He's not funny. He's like a goofball trying to be funny. And they skidded him up before the show and his skits fall flat. And I don't mean to, maybe this is just something he has, but sometimes I find that he stutters a little bit. Am I wrong?
Yeah, he mumbles a little bit when he talks.
Okay, there we go.
Marissa Wood says Harry's balding head was shining on the Late Show appearance. Yeah, it definitely was. It definitely was. So he not only made fun of Trump, which is a no-no for a royal, but he also made fun of his father. And I have the clip here that we can play it. Someone said Colbert's team wrote the jokes. Yeah, probably, because I don't think he's funny at all himself. So I'm going to see if I can play here the little TikTok that they did.
I think it was all scripted, wasn't it? I don't think
okay.
Wasn't very comical anyway.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Now, this is a TikTok they did before the show where they were basically doing the wordings of Alison Hammond.
So if you was treated like a king for the day, what would you want me to do for you?
Beg for me, probably.
You'd want me to do what?
Beg.
Beg?
Beg. Beg.
Beg. B-E-K. Beck.
Whoa.
Bake. Oh, bake!
That wasn't
Now,
that bad.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't. But the thing that a lot of people were saying was that he was a little effeminate. He was very effeminate, like almost acting like
Yeah.
a gay
But isn't it a
character.
woman saying it?
Yeah, yeah. It was a woman, but a lot of people were like,
Do you
it's a
know?
little
Do you know
effeminate.
the? Do you know? Do you know the lady that that did the original voice? So
Yes,
she's a
Alison Hammond.
presenter here. Yes, yes. So she's a presenter here in the UK. But I think this is kind of a nod for Harry. He's basically trying to act here with his whole kind of performance. Is he trying to move into the acting world? Is that something maybe he's thinking of doing? He's got a little finger in a pie
I wouldn't be
somewhere.
surprised. Tyler Perry might throw him in one of his movies.
I'm
Good at
surprised
that.
they haven't thrown Meghan. Now, I have to admit, he did a great job on the lip sync. And, I can understand why a lot of Americans were like coming for me on Twitter. They're like, get a sense of humor. He's living his life. And I'm like, look, it's wonderful if you want to make a joke, if it's funny, but you're a royal prince. You're making a joke about, can I be a king for a day? And your father's literally the king. I'm like, okay. But then he waded into the politics about Trump, and he made two different references and digs at Trump. And again, if you're the person who wants to have IPPS status, whose wife has to be announced to one person in a room that she's the Duchess of Sussex, and you're going on national television making a joke at the sitting president, whether you like him or hate him, you're a royal prince who wants to be seen as a world leader on the worldwide stage, making speeches, going to the UN, hanging out with Zelensky, whatever. You can't be on TV doing that because you're putting your family at a very bad diplomatic place. Remember, he just visited the royal family last month, and here is his son on TV making a dig, calling Trump like a king. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah, he
it's like
was
you
wrong
can't
for
be
that.
both. You can't be both. If you want to be a D-list actor like your wife, great. Drop the titles.
And Trump's
and hasn't
Trump's crew did not like the comment at all.
Oh, I'm
They
sure
were
he didn't.
offended.
I mean, is a visa case going to be reopened? I'm just
Okay,
saying, you didn't
probably
do
not.
yourself any favors there. Now, remember when Trump
Okay.
was there for the state dinner, he was like, you did a great job with your son, William. Just completely didn't say anything about Harry. So Harry was a little miffed about that. And I want to thank Stephen for the $5 super
Thanks,
chat.
Stephen.
He says Meghan's got so much flour sprinkles and raspberry spread, not sold. That's why it's dumped in the chocolates. Absolutely. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. So again, the chocolate was like $20 by the time you do shipping and tax for one bar of chocolate. So we will see what the public is going to say about that. But it sold out apparently really quickly.
Just going back to the show quickly, Michelle. The
Yeah.
Colbert has a history of degrading the royal family, so also it doesn't really bode well. I think he was quite rude about Princess Catherine when she was sick. So I don't think this was a good choice for him. Again, if he wants to reconcile with his family, and I'm always wondering, is he making these sly digs and doing these underhand things just to kind of rub everybody up the wrong way? It's almost like a finger up to the royal family. Every time they think they're getting a little bit further with him, he seems to take a little bit of a step back again with doing things like this. So I do wonder why he chose this particular show when he knows the history of Colbert. He's not silly. He must know that he's kind of been very rude about the royals at some point.
He's been on his show before, though. He's been there before. That's not the first time he's been there.
Yeah, but remember, he was the one who did the rumor about William's affair, and Rose Hanbury actually gave him a cease and desist because he was going on with the rumors of the affair with William and Rose
Good for her.
Hanbury. And her team reached out and said, keep my name out your mouth, son. Okay. You're spreading lies. And I think he had to do an apology, but it was really appalling. And I think it was during the time that Catherine was, not in the public, and people were doing where's Kate Middleton? And they had all those horrific rumors about domestic violence with William, and he was cheating with Rose Hanbury, waiting for her to be replaced. I mean, it was just horrific, some of the things that the Sugars were saying. And Stephen Colbert jumped into the chat, and we all know he's friends with Harry. And Harry, what does he do? He goes back on his show.
Wow.
Right? This is a man who trashed your brother. You didn't say anything. You didn't speak out. You didn't care. So
he's a traitor.
It's disgusting. Absolutely. It is pretty disgusting. So, ladies, we had so much to talk about today, and I know we could have talked about 101 more things, but I know that we have to go. So, Victoria, what do you have going on your channel? What is coming up?
Oh, she popped out.
She popped out. Okay. Well, I'm going to be on Victoria's channel in about an hour.
Oh,
in about an hour. I'm going to be over at Victoria's channel in about an hour. There you are, lady. We're just doing promotion. So I will be on Victoria's channel in about an hour. So we're going to go continue the conversation, continue the party. So make sure you go check out Victoria's Voice. I will be over there. And all of the mods will have a link to Victoria's channel. Please make sure you go over there and subscribe to this lovely lady.
Thank you. My internet's so bad. I don't know what's going on. I'm really worried. What's going on there?
You might have to sit in another room or something, girl.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
Heather from the Hood, what do you have going on or coming up on your channel?
Well, I'm always over on the Tiki-Talkie. I go live almost every day. And, I'm doing my review right now, my Heather from the Hood breakdown on the With Love Megs Can't Say Christmas special, because I put my time in. So I'm going to do my review.
I know, that's right.
And then, I just, see what happens. And then I talk about it.
Yeah, one of these days I'm going to join you on TikTok Live.
Please
I haven't quite made the jump yet. Lady Leticia, what do we have coming up on your channel?
You know what? We don't have anything, guys. I'm going to go over there to Victoria's Voice and watch what's going on with Royal Daily Team, Michelle and Victoria this afternoon. So that's what's going on with me today. But today, nothing much. We'll probably keep talking about Thomas Markle on Monday and what's going on with the family saga.
Yeah, well, girl, there's so much to talk about. Thank you, Lizzie B, for the $10 super chat. Lizzie's also part of my mod team. She says, Harry signed up with the streaming giant that made a show about his family, wrote a book talking about his brother's privates, and is sitting down with a man that mocked his sister-in-law. Yes, he is a traitor. So huge shout out to Carol and Lizzie. These women are amazing. I always forget to thank them. So I want to make sure that I give them a special shout out today. I want to thank my lovely guests who always bring it, and we're going to bring them back. If they'll have us, we're going to make these ladies come back again, because I am sure there's going to be 100 more topics to talk about with the Royals and Harry and Meghan. But be sure, guys, to check out these lovely ladies. All of the links are in the description. Go subscribe to them. And I hope to see y'all I'm taking next Sunday off. My mom's coming down. We're having our Christmas. But the following weekend, we'll have another live with another exciting guest. But ladies, thank you so much for being here. And everyone in the chat, thank you so much. And we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. See you soon. Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye.